Welcome students in our today's video lecture. Now we are in the chapter of halogen derivatives of alkanes and arenes. Okay. Now in this chapter we are looking at this point, that is methods of preparation of alkyl halides. In our previous video we have seen some IUPAC nomenclatures of compounds, and after that we are in this point. Now in these methods of preparation we can prepare alkyl halides by different methods, but here we will see in detail from alcohols. Now you are already familiar with some basic alcohol compounds, that is methanol, ethanol, like that. By that compounds we can prepare alkyl halides, and for that purpose we are going through this, that is by using halogen acids first, that is HX halogen acids. When reacts with alcohol we will get some different types of alkyl halides. That method we are using here, that is, this is the general reaction which I have given here. ROH in the sense general example of alcohol, that is R, at the place of R you can use any alkyl group, that is methyl, ethyl, propyl, like that. And here HX is the general halo acid, that is X indicates chlorine, bromine, iodine, like that. Okay, so if I put here HCl, you can say hydrochloric acid, HBr hydrobromic acid, like that. And from that two reactants we are getting RH. How? Look at here, condensation will take place, that is with the removal of this H and OH will leads into the formation of side product water, and this halogen gets attached to this alkyl group, so as we can get a alkyl halide. Okay. Now we can see the number of examples of this type. Suppose if we look at HCl, HBr and EHI, these are the three reagents by which we can see this example or such a type of general reaction. For that we can use these three reagents. Now whenever we are using these three reagents, we have to study its reactivity. Now here tertiary alkyl halide is more stable than secondary and than primary. This is the order. So primary and secondary alkyl halides we can easily prepare, and they are which we can use here, that is HCl. Now HCl, how it is prepared? By C2 preparation we can prepare HCl. Now for that purpose we have to use ZnCl2 plus HCl, this reagent, and this reagent we are calling it as a Lucas reagent. Now by using this Lucas in your JEE or CET examinations or NEET examinations, this reagent, name of this reagent you have to keep in mind. This may be asked in your exam. So this is the combination of what we can say Lucas reagent. With the help of this reagent we can prepare the HCl, or we can say HCl we are using as a reagent for the preparation of chlorides. Okay, so we can take one example of it, means the reagent which we are using is nothing but the HCl. Okay, suppose at the place of R, if I am using CH3CH2, that is ethyl group, the name of this reagent is ethanol, or we can also say ethyl alcohol. Ethanol on reaction with HCl here in the presence of ZnCl2 we are getting here, as in the previous general reaction I have stated, H and OH will lose out in this reaction so as to form a side product H2O, and here CH3CH2Cl will form as a main product. So the name of this product is nothing but what you can say, ethyl chloride. Okay. So with the starting material ethanol and hydrochloric acid, we can prepare ethyl chloride. Okay. So this is the method of preparation of what I can say, primary alkyl halides. And again, like that, we can also prepare for secondary as well as tertiary. But here, whenever we came across bromides and iodides, again in C2 preparation, with the combination of 4 bromides, we are using NaBr and H2SO4 as a material by which we can prepare HBr. And for HI, again we are using the C2 method. At there, what we have to use, NaI or Ki, that is sodium iodide or potassium iodide, we have to use in the presence of H3PO4, so as we can get HI. Okay. So at the place of HCl, like that, by the combination we can use HBr HI. Okay. So the reagents will change, and with the C2 preparation we have to prepare that reagents, and you can use here, and you can get its corresponding alkyl halides. Okay. So this is the case for what you can say, primary. Here if we use the secondary alcohol like isopropyl alcohol, so for that purpose here we are replacing this alcohol for secondary alkyl halide. What you have to do here, we have to use the secondary alcohol. The name of this alcohol is isopropyl alcohol. Okay. Again, on reaction with HCl in the presence of ZnCl2, here we are getting CH3 CH Cl CH3 along with H2. So the name of this compound is nothing but isopropyl chloride, that is secondary alkyl halide. From secondary alcohol in the presence of HCl, we can prepare secondary isopropyl chloride, or we can say secondary what we can say, alkyl halide. Okay. So this is the method by which we can prepare the secondary alkyl halide. Again, if we came across the tertiary group, here on replacement we can convert this isopropyl alcohol into tertiary butyl alcohol, or we can say ter-butyl alcohol. On reaction with HCl, again in the presence of what I can say, ZnCl2, here the reagent we are using is nothing but ZnCl2. Okay. Then here only the changes what we have to do here is nothing but, with the replacement of one hydrogen we are placing the CH3 group. This compound will form along with what you can say, the H2O, and the name of this compound is tertiary butyl chloride. From tertiary butyl alcohol we can prepare tertiary butyl chloride. So this is the method of preparation for primary, secondary as well as tertiary alcohols. That is, from primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols we can prepare its corresponding primary, secondary and tertiary alkyl halides. So this is the simple method of preparation which we have seen. But for HBr, if you using the reagent HBr and HI, here what we have to do, we have to prepare HBr and HI by C2 process. That is, for HBr, the reagent which we have to use is nothing but here on the arrow of that reaction we have to use here NaBr plus H2SO4 we have to use. So this reagent should be on arrow. Okay. Then what we have to use here, the reagent HBr. Okay. Here this group, that is what we can, this compound, that is alcohol we have to use, and on reaction with HBr you will get its corresponding bromide, and that is alkyl bromide. Okay. So the reagent that should be present on the arrow is nothing but this, that is NaBr plus H2SO4. By using this combination you can prepare HBr, and again you will get its corresponding alkyl bromide. Okay. So this is in situ process. Here the reagent which we have shown is for the preparation of what we can say HBr. Okay. And if we see the same reactions for its corresponding iodides, that is alkyl iodides. Now for the preparation of alkyl iodides, again in situ process you have to prepare HI. For the preparation of HI, you have to take either sodium iodide or potassium iodide along with H3PO4. That is, on arrow you should write these reagents NaI along with H3PO4. Okay. And here at that time you can write hydroiodic acid, that is HI. Okay. Again what you have to do here, you have to take its corresponding alcohol and react with HI, you will get its corresponding alkyl iodide. So this is the all methods of preparation from alcohol that we have seen in this point. Okay. Now we will move to the next point, that is by using phosphorus halide. Now one point is remained here. Whenever you are going to react these halo acids with alcohols, the bond between R and O will weakens in that case, and you will get its corresponding alkyl halide. Here we will move to the next point, that is by using phosphorus halide. Now phosphorus halides are of two types. Okay. PX3 and PX5. But here, why we have not written PX5 here? Something reason is behind that, because PBr and what you can say Pi will not form due to its large atomic size. Therefore, we have written only the phosphorus pentachloride will react with these alcohols. Therefore, we have taken PCl5 directly. Okay. Now we have written the two reactions. This one is the alcohol which on reaction with PX3, that is phosphorus trihalide, we are getting here alkyl halide along with this H3PO3. Okay. Now here in this case, that is in first type of reaction, we will take its example. Actually in first reaction we will see what is happened. Okay. Now when alkyl halide which on reaction with phosphorus trihalide, we will get its corresponding alkyl halide like this. So this is the general reaction. Here what happened, the hydrogen and oxygen will escape out from here, and the alkyl group which is in number 3 will react with this halogen, and halogen is in number 3. Therefore here we are getting 3RX. Entire reaction is going to be balanced. Okay. And the remaining things, that is H3O3 along with this phosphorus will form its corresponding H3PO3. Okay, that is here what you can say, phosphoric acid. Here in this reaction, the second thing is that in alcohols on reaction with phosphorus pentachloride, here RCl will form, that is corresponding alkyl chloride. This is the general reaction. We will take its examples also along with HCl and POCl. Okay. Now first of all we will focus on the first reaction, its example. If we came across its example, instead of R, here if I am using the CH3, that is methyl group, okay, that is methyl alcohol on reaction with PCl3, we are getting 3 CH3 Cl plus H3 PO3. Okay, so this is the reaction, general reaction and its example. Okay, so this is for what you can say, phosphorus trihalide, that is PCl3 is the example which we can take here. And if we came across the second example for phosphorus pentachloride, again if we take here CH3OH on reaction with PCl5. Okay, here the product which is formed is nothing but CH3Cl, that is methyl chloride, along with HCl plus phosphoryl chloride, that is POCl. Okay, so these are the two general reactions as well as their examples. So this is the method of preparation by using what you can say, phosphorus halide. Means the starting material which we are using is nothing but the alcohol, and the another reagent is nothing but of two types, that is PX3 phosphorus trihalide and phosphorus pentahalide, by which we can prepare its corresponding alkyl halides. Okay, so this is the second method of preparation. And if you look at the third one, by using thionyl chloride. Thionyl chloride, this reagent which is on reaction with its corresponding alcohols. Here we will write its general reaction first, that is ROH on reaction with SOCl2, that is thionyl chloride. Here in the presence of heat we are getting its corresponding alkyl halide, that is RCl plus SO2 plus, here the RCl will react first and the oxygen which is from hydroxy group will react with this SO group. SO2 we have written here. Okay, one chlorine is remained along with hydrogen, so we can write here HCl. Okay, so this is the reaction in which sulfur dioxide and HCl gas is escaped out. Therefore, the remaining product RCl will remain as it is. In as sulfur dioxide and HCl gas is escaped and alkyl halide is remained, there is no need of any purification of it, as both sulfur dioxide and HCl gas are in gaseous form and they escape out. So the remaining product which we will get is in pure form. So there is no any need of again purification process is required here. So this is the general reaction which I have shown here. And if we take the example of another example of it, that is this one is the general reaction. And if you look at its example here, at the place of R group you can replace any alkyl group. Here I will take the example of ethyl group, that is CH3CH2 OH. What is the name of this compound? Is nothing but simple ethyl alcohol, which on reaction with thionyl chloride, that is SOCl2, in the presence of heat, we will get here its corresponding alkyl halide, that is CH3CH2Cl. That is, what is the name of this compound? Ethyl chloride. Okay. Again, the side products are nothing but the sulfur dioxide is in gaseous form as well as HCl, again which escapes out in this reaction. So this is the example of what you can say, from ethanol in the presence of thionyl chloride we get its corresponding ethyl chloride. Okay, so this is the method of preparation third, that is by using thionyl chloride. Okay, you can also replace R group by any alkyl group. Okay, now we will move to the next point of our chapter, that is from hydrocarbon. All of you have studied what is meant by hydrocarbons. In 11th standard, a separate chapter was there, hydrocarbons. In hydrocarbons, again you have seen its classification, that is alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. Okay, I will not go in detail of it, but here the methods of preparation of alkyl halides from hydrocarbons we are going to see. Okay, from hydrocarbons, if we take an example of alkane, all of you are familiar with it, that is if you look at this example, that is CH4, methane. Okay, if we think that from methane how we are going to prepare, that is its corresponding alkyl halide. Okay, we know about only the simple molecule, that is methane. Methane on reaction with Cl2 gas in the presence of UV light or sunlight, we are getting its corresponding CH3Cl plus HCl. Okay, now this is the simplest reaction by which we can produce a simplest alkyl halide, that is methyl chloride. Okay, this is the reaction, and this reaction will not stop here. This will again continues to give its corresponding alkyl halide. Okay, now in that case what will happen? Again this CH3Cl on reaction with Cl2 gas in the presence of the same reagent, again we are getting CH2Cl2 plus HCl. Such a type of reactions you already studied in the previous year. Here this again will not stop here, again it will continue. This is a chain type of reaction. Here again chlorine will act on this CH3Cl. One of the hydrogen from this CH3 is replaced by chlorine, and we will get its corresponding dichloromethane. This one is the methyl chloride, here is the dichloromethane. Again dichloromethane on reaction with Cl2 in the presence of the same reagent, we are getting CHCl3 plus HCl. Again this CHCl3 on reaction with Cl2 gas in the presence of the same reagent, we are getting CCl4 along with HCl. The name of the reagents are nothing but firstly we have prepared methyl chloride, secondly we have prepared dichloromethane. Again here we are going to prepare, that is chloroform, CHCl3, its general name. Here in the last reaction we have prepared carbon tetrachloride. So these are the simplest what we can say the reactions of alkyl halides, methods of preparation of alkyl halide from hydrocarbon, that is alkane. Okay. Now after that we will see from alkenes. This is the important point. From hydrocarbons, in hydrocarbons alkene is also there. Okay, addition of hydrogen halide to alkene. This is our main point which we have to look at or focus in this chapter, that is addition of hydrogen halide to alkene. Now alkene is of two types, symmetrical and non-symmetrical, or we can say asymmetric alkene. Okay, if you look at the addition of it, addition will take place according to two rules, that is Markovnikov, anti-Markovnikov rule. Now if unsymmetrical alkenes we have taken for the reaction, there are two possibilities are there. So to go in detail, for that purpose we have to study this rule, that is Markovnikov rule. Markovnikov rule, what it tells us that in previous standard also you have studied. Markovnikov rule tells us that, or its statement, we can state this rule like this: whenever we are taking a reagent as a asymmetric alkene, the addition of halo acid to the asymmetric alkene will take place according to this rule. That is, the asymmetric, whenever halo acid on reaction with asymmetric alkene takes place, in that case the negative part of the reagent goes to that part where the hydrogen atoms are less. So to understand this statement, for better understanding, we have to take an example of asymmetric alkene. Suppose here, if we are going to take an example of the asymmetric alkene, that is CH3CH double bond CH. What is the name of this compound? It is nothing but propene, and this one is the example of asymmetric alkene. Whenever you are going to add HBr reagent across this double bond, so if we add according to the Markovnikov statement or Markovnikov's rule, the negative part of this reagent, that is bromine, is there. This bromine will add to that part where the hydrogen atoms are less, and the remaining positive part will add to that part where the hydrogen atoms are more. So addition of this bromine takes place at the place of CH, and this double bond is converted into single bond. So we will get the mixture of two products, that is one is major and another is minor. Now we will see how this addition will take place. Here on arrow we have to write MR because addition is taking place according to the Markovnikov's rule. So the product which we are getting here is nothing but CH3CH Br CH3. Okay. Here what happened? The addition is taking place according to the Markovnikov rule. Negative part will add to this part and the positive part will add to this part. So the product which we have got is nothing but the isopropyl bromide, and this product we are getting is nothing but 80%. That is, we are calling this product as a major product. Okay. Along with it, the other mixture we are getting, that is CH3. Here what will happen? The negative part of the reagent adds to that part where the hydrogen atoms are more. So we are getting here CH3, CH2, CH2, Br. Okay. The name of this product is nothing but 1-bromopropane, and here we are getting is 20%, and that product we are calling it as a minor product. Okay. Now this is the addition according to the what we can say Markovnikov's rule. Okay. Now if we look at the another possibility, and for that possibility the another rule was there, that is anti-Markovnikov's rule. If the addition will take place opposite to it. Okay. Now here what is our purpose? That is, we are looking at this point, from hydrocarbons we are going to prepare alkyl halides. Okay. So for that purpose we have chosen addition of hydrogen halide to alkene. Here the alkene which we have taken is nothing but what you can say propene, and from propene what we have prepared? we have prepared isopropyl bromide. Okay, so this is our target which we have prepared by using this rule, that is Markovnikov rule. Now the another possibility is also there, that is anti-Markovnikov rule, which we can state here. Here, according opposite to the statement of this, what will happen? The negative part of the reagent goes to that part where the hydrogen atoms are more. Means addition will not take place like this. Some changes I will make here, and in this point only I will explain anti-Markovnikov rule. I will not write in separate manner. Here only I will make some changes. Here, what we have to study? We have to study the anti-Markovnikov rule. Okay, anti-Markovnikov rule now we have to study. Here, the propene is same, the reagent which we have used in the previous reaction. Again, the HBr is also same, but the addition will take place according to the anti-Markovnikov rule, that is on arrow I have written AMR. Now, anti-Markovnikov rule has different names. It is also called as a peroxide effect. That is, the reagent which we are using here is nothing but H2O. Okay, or this rule is also called as a Kharash-Mayo effect. Okay, so here what are the changes that we have to make here in this addition? The negative part of the reagent adds to that part where the hydrogen atoms are more, and the positive part will add to that part where the hydrogen atoms are less. Okay, so this is the addition according to the anti-Markovnikov rule. Here we are getting, this one is the minor product, and 1-bromopropane that we have got is in major product, and here I will write 80%. Sorry. Okay, means what happened here, the negative part of the reagent adds to that part where the hydrogen atoms are more. Means major product we are getting is nothing but 1-bromopropane, and the minor product which we are getting, that is 20%, is nothing but isopropyl bromide. Okay, so this is the addition of hydrogen halides to alkene in two different ways, that is according to the Markovnikov rule as well as anti-Markovnikov rule. Okay, now in this our new syllabus, that is 12th standard chemistry new syllabus, they have not provided this reaction there, only they have stated that we have learned in the 11th standard. So we have not kept as it is, we have taken that reaction from 11th standard for your better understanding. So this is the all points that we have cleared in our today's video lecture. Now in continuation with that, we will come with more reactions. Thank you very much.